I can understand English, but I can't speak it fluently. Do you have any tips?
Sure. One of the most important things is to practice speaking as much as possible. Try to find someone to practice with, or join a conversation group or language exchange program.
That makes sense. But what if I don't have anyone to practice with?
You can still practice on your own. Record yourself speaking and listen back to identify areas for improvement. You can also try shadowing, where you listen to and repeat what native speakers say.
Those are great ideas. What about immersion? Is that helpful?
Definitely. Immersion is one of the best ways to improve your spoken English. Try watching English language TV shows, movies, and news programs. It will help you get used to the rhythm and intonation of the language.
I'll give that a try. Any other tips?
Don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's a natural part of the learning process. And remember to practice regularly, even if it's just for a few minutes a day. Consistency is key.
Thanks for the advice. I'm feeling more confident already.
You're welcome. Keep practicing and you'll see improvement in no time.
Hey, do you have any tips for sounding more like a native speaker?
Definitely. One key tip is to focus on pronunciation. Pay attention to the sounds of the language and practice them regularly. This will help you sound more natural.
That makes sense. I've also heard that intonation is important for sounding like a native. Can you explain more about that?
Sure. Intonation refers to the rise and fall of your voice when speaking. It can convey different meanings and emotions, so it's important to practice and use it correctly.
Interesting. What other tips do you have?
Another tip is to use slang and colloquial expressions. This will help you sound more natural and like a native speaker.
That's a good point. But how do I learn slang and colloquial expressions?
You can watch TV shows and movies, listen to music, and read books in the language. This will expose you to everyday language and help you pick up slang and colloquialisms.
I see. What about grammar? Is it important to sound like a native?
Yes, it is. Native speakers use grammar naturally, so it's important to have a good grasp of it. But don't worry too much about being perfect. Even native speakers make mistakes.
That's reassuring. What other tips do you have?
Another tip is to practice speaking with native speakers. This will help you get feedback and improve your skills. You can find language exchange partners online or in person.
Great idea. Any other tips?
Yes, immerse yourself in the language as much as possible. Listen to podcasts, watch videos, and read articles in the language. The more you expose yourself to the language, the easier it will be to sound like a native.
That's a lot of great tips. Thanks for sharing your knowledge with me.
No problem. Let's keep practicing and improving together.
Self-study can be tough, but it's also rewarding. Did you know self-directed learning increases retention rates by 25 to 60%? Create a study plan and stick to it. Break your study sessions into manageable chunks and take breaks to improve productivity and creativity. Teach others what you've learned. It's a great way to reinforce your understanding of a subject and get feedback. Don't forget to take care of yourself. Get enough sleep, eat healthily, and exercise regularly to ensure your mind and body are in top shape. Remember, self-study is a journey. It may be challenging, but with the right techniques, you can make it a rewarding experience.